Adjectives to describe places. So we have this group of adjectives. So we talked about them. After that, we read about Phuket and we compared the things you can do here in Phuket. We compared them to Bangkok. So we learned the difference between the two cities. And we also talked about a few rules which are related to comparatives. So this means if you want to compare two nouns, you need to follow these rules. So the first rule is if you have a one syllable word, which is, for example, like small, old, new. So all you need to do is just add ER. If the one syllable word has consonant plus vowel plus consonant in the end. So for example, hot, consonant, vowel, consonant, big, consonant, vowel, consonant. It's the same thing. You also need to use ER, but you also double the last letter. So there's a small, spelling rule here. Then we come to the next group, the third group. In this group, we have two syllable adjectives which end with Y. يعني هذول اللي نهايتهم Y ويبدو فيهم مقطعين صوتيين, 2 syllables. Okay? So what you need to do is just add I-E-R. Of course, you have to remove the Y. Okay, so this means remove Y and put I-E-R. So noisy becomes noisier, happy, happier, and sunny, sunnier, windy, windier, and so on. Okay, our next group we have 2 syllable and 3 syllable adjectives. So these are longer adjectives. So here, of course, you cannot use ER. Okay, so we can't say crowdeder, expensiver. It doesn't work. You have to put more. So you can say more crowded, more expensive, more beautiful, more interesting, and so on. And then the last group we have words or adjectives which are irregular. So good, you have to change the whole word. So good becomes better, bad becomes worse. فهذه كان الموضوع اللي أعتقد جديد تكلمنا عليه comparatives. طريقة المقارنة، كيف نقارنه. طبعا هذا من المواضيع المهمة جدا لأن شبه في كل مستوى من المستويات القادمة حتلقوا نفس الدرس وكل مرة حيضيفوا عليه بعض الإضافات، يعني يزيدوكم قاعدة، يزيدوكم فكرة، يزيدوكم طريقة ثانية. يعني لدرس للانترميديت مستوى يعني مستوى رابع فيه comparisons comparatives طرق للمقارنة. حتى الupper intermediate فيه مقارنة، فقط يعني ينضاف إضافات للفكرة هذه بس يعتبر المواضيع الأساسية in English. Okay, comparatives, how to compare two things. All right, so let's talk about today's topic. So in today's topic, we are going to talk about planning a day out. Okay, so of course when we say wa alaikum salam. Hello Manal, hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about a day out. So here, I'm going to start with a few questions. So here in Libya, or Manal, in your city in Sudan, if you want to go to somewhere near where you live, okay, for example, on Friday, so of course there's no work on Friday and maybe you want to go out with the family, right? So all of you go together for an interesting day out. Where do you go usually, or what do you prefer? Do you prefer, for example, an interesting place or relaxing or exciting? What do you and your family like, Manal?
Called it Riyadh Family Park.
Ah, you go to a family park, okay?
April 6 gardens
You also go to the gardens.
and Al-Qurashi Park.
Okay. So what kind of day out is it? Do you think it's relaxing? Is it exciting?
Yes,
Is it interesting?
it is.
Mhm.
It is a nice place to spend the day with your family.
Mm.
There are a lot of trees and flowers and a lot of games.
So it's relaxing for the parents, the mothers
relax.
and fathers, and it's exciting for the children, right? What does exciting mean, Manal?
Some place is relax,
Mhm.
exciting. مش مريح.
Relaxing, مريح. But what about exciting?
exciting مثير تقريبا مثير.
Yes, مشوق مثير صح that's correct. من التشويق والإثارة صح. Okay, correct. So the park you talked about, the Qurashi Park and the other park, do you think it's exciting or do you think it's relaxing or do you think it's interesting?
Exciting. All interesting, relaxing.
Okay, so it's all of them together. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see.
It's a big park.
It's a big park. Is it the biggest park in Sudan?
I think Riyadh Family Park. Speaker.
Okay. But is it the biggest? Is it the biggest in Sudan or not the biggest?
biggest.
هي أكبر واحدة في
رياض.
السودان. رياض أكبر واحدة، أكبر حديقة.
حديقة الرياض.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's good. So in today's lesson, we want to talk about similar things. So we want to talk about places that you can visit for one day. It means it's not travel. You're not going to another city. You're just spending time with the family in a park or maybe, I don't know, in a garden or some kind of amusement park maybe. And of course you go back home on the same day. هذه فكرة a day out. يعني طلع في نفس اليوم. مش سفر. So there's a bit of a difference, okay? So a day out. Okay, so now I want to show you two nice places in London, okay? So this is the first park, the first place. It's called Chessington, okay? So I want you to read about Chessington, and after you read about it, you can read about the second place. So this is the second place. This is Regent's Park. Can you see Regent's Park? So you can also read about Regent's Park. Let's start with the first place, okay? Excuse me. So take some time, read about Chessington Park, and when you are finished, we can do a bit of some questions, and then we can read about the other place, okay? So when you're finished, you can just tell me, and we can do the questions. If you see new words, don't worry, we'll talk about them.
I'm finished.
Okay. Cecile, have you finished?
Yes.
Yes. Rana, everyone else finished?
Yes.
Okay. All right, nice. So let's take a look at the questions here. Let me ask you a few questions. So the first question about Chessington is, can you go on Sundays? Can you go to this park on Sundays? Or not? What do you think? Can you visit this park on Sunday? This place, I mean?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
you can. Manan, do you think you can or no?
You
What do you
can, yes, you can.
Okay, correct. So yes, you can. Okay, which animals can you see in Chessington? What animals?
You can see family of gorillas.
Gorillas, okay.
And big cats.
Big cats.
Big cats.
Yes.
What?
Tigers.
Some tigers.
Sumatran tigers. So there are also Sumatran tigers. What do we mean when we say big cats? Do we mean like a house cat that's that's big? Is that what we mean?
No.
Okay, what do we mean?
Like cheetah.
Living
Yes, that's it. Cheetah or lion or tigers, leopards, jaguars, you know, these animals. So we don't, of course, we don't mean the house cat. We mean like Sylvia said, cheetahs, lions, tigers. Okay, that's correct. Very nice. Okay, how long is Chessington open every day? For how long? How many hours is it open?
From 10 a.m. to
p.m.
7 p.m.
Okay, and so how many hours is that?
9 hours. 9 hours.
That's right, yeah. So it's open for 9 hours. Okay, and what are the names of two rides? So there are two different rides you can take. What are the names of these two rides?
The amazing runaway. They're right.
Where is it? The amazing runaway. Correct. The runaway train ride. This is number one. So there's another one.
Fry tinning vampire ride.
Yes.
Transylvania.
Correct. And the vampire ride. That's correct. So we have two of them. So we have the vampire ride, and we also have the runaway ride, the runaway train ride. But what does it mean when we say vampire? What does it mean? Who has heard of this word?
People who eat human meat.
Close. Yes. Yes. انت قربتي في الوصف. Yeah. Not meat.
Blood.
Yes. Very good. So vampires, they drink human blood, right? Like in the movies. Do you know Dracula? Does everybody know Dracula?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Dracula is a vampire. So people who suck blood or drink blood, these are called vampires. And they are real. Do you think they're real? Or not real? Who thinks vampires are real?
Not real.
Not real. What do you think, Cecilia? Real or not real vampires?
أنا ما عرفتش معناها الديلوج.
Do you know Dracula? Do you know Dracula, Cecilia?
حيوان دراكولا.
No, it's a وحش monster. Dracula, مصاص دماء.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so this is the name of the ride. It's called Vampire Ride. Vampire Ride. Okay.
Okay.
هذه اسم I don't know هل يتكلموا على نفسها اللي في الصورة أو ممكن اللي في الصورة ممكن تكون اللي هي الرايد الثانية تكلمت عليها من the other one. Runaway train ride, because we have two rides. We have the vampire ride and runaway train ride. So I don't know which one is this. I haven't visited this place, or I don't remember if I did. Anyway, so this is Chessington. Chessington World of Adventures. What do you think of this place? Do you think it's fun for the family? Is it a nice place to spend the day out? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes, do you think it's a nice place,
Nice place
to go with the family and see the animals, go on a ride, an exciting ride? Do you like this? Who likes to go on rides like this?
Yes, I think interesting and exciting.
Yes, I like this.
Okay, so Sabi likes it, Media likes it. Who else likes going on rides like this? What do you think, Besman, about this place? Do you think it's interesting with going to a place like this with the family?
Yes, but I think I can't do this.
You think it's too frightening? You think it's too scary?
I tried a small one,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very scary.
So you're afraid of rides. You don't like them.
Yes.
Okay, but you don't have to take the ride. Maybe you can just see the animals. You can see the gorillas, see the tigers. I think maybe it's fun, right? And there's also a restaurant, so you can maybe have a snack at the Mexican. Do you like Mexican food? What do you think of Mexican food?
Yes, I like.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's good.
It's spicy and like our food in Libya.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yes.
Correct. Lots of herbs and lots of spices. So their food is, they have strong, spicy food. I think they have good food. I agree. All right. Now let's read about the second place that you can visit. So this is the second place. It's called Regent's Park. Okay. So Regent's Park. Okay, I'm guessing. Okay, so first of all, take a look at the photos. So what's written here? What can you see here?
London Zoo.
Okay. All right, so take a look at this. Read this part, and when you are finished, just let me know so I can show you some of the things that you can do in Regent's Park, okay? But first of all, read this, please, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I finished.
Okay, nice. Now take a look at some of the activities that you can do in Regent's Park, okay? Everyone finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I have a few questions here. For example, when we say open air theater, what do we mean? I know that all of you know theater, right? We talked about theater before, but what do we mean open air theater? Is it indoors? Is it
مسرح
outdoors?
outdoors.
Yes, yes. So it means you sit outdoors, right? It's open. I think in Libya we have this, right? We have an open air theater. In Libda, in Leptis Magna, the Roman, I think it's an open air theater. The Roman, it has a name, I forgot. But that's an example of an open air theater. Okay, so open air theater اللي هو المسرح المفتوح. Okay, there's another word I want to ask you here. What does it mean when we say guided bird walks? What's this? What do you think this is? Do birds walk? Do they walk? What do you think? What is this? Do you see birds, or do you walk like birds, or do you, what do you think? Who can guess? And what does it mean when we say guided? By the way, guided is it's the same word when we say tour guide. يمكن مرت عليكم tour guide. Let me write tour guide. So a tour guide is someone who shows you a place. So maybe if you want to go to Rome, of course you can book a tour guide. So a tour guide is a man or a woman who knows about the place and can give you information. They can say, oh, this building was built in 1920 and it was owned by blah, blah, blah. And here we have the remains of World War II. You can see some tanks and 5,000 people died here, blah, blah, blah. They give you information about the place. This is a tour guide. So in Arabic, what's a tour guide?
مرشد سياحي.
Correct. This is a tour guide. تمام. معناها عندنا نفس الكلمة اللي هي كلمة المرشد أو الإرشاد guide. جتنا مرة ثانية هي guided bird walks. So what do you think of immediately? This one, a bird walk.
bird حمام صح؟
Any birds, pigeons, parrots, crows, magpies, eagles, all of these are birds. Chicken also are birds. Do you get the idea? So الحمام يعتبر من ضمن البيردز. معناها البيردز كلهم مع بعض شنو نسموهم بالعربي؟
طيور.
صح. correct.
طيور.
تمام صح. إذا a guided bird walk شنو يقصدوا؟ شنو الفكرة وراها؟ What do you think?
مربي طيور.
Close. قربتي أنتي. قربتي. Any other guesses? No? Okay, so let me explain this idea. So there's a hobby أحد الهوايات المشهورة ممكن احنا مش مشهورة عندنا بشكل كبير is watching birds, bird watching, okay? So there's something called bird watching. So people who like bird watching, what they do is they use binoculars. Do you know binoculars? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put the cat away. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so back to bird watching. So there's a common hobby. I don't know common, but many old people in the UK, Europe, and America, they like to watch birds using binoculars. So they use binoculars. Okay, so binoculars, they can help you see birds from a faraway distance. Okay, these are binoculars. And if you see a bird, you can maybe draw it, or if you have a good camera with a good zoom, maybe you can take a picture and you can write the name of the bird. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So these people like to watch birds and write the different names of different birds. يعني نوع من الهواية. فالفكرة هنا guided bird walks يعني حيكون في guide اللي هو خبير متاع طيور أو مرشد خاص بالطيور. So he can show the people. So even if the people are not experts يعني حتى لو الناس مثلا هو أو ما يعرفوش أي شيء على الطيور فهو يقدر يوريهم يعني هذا اسمه النوع الفلاني هذا يعيش في المنطقة هذه هذا يجي في الصيف هذا وهكذا.
Yeah.
This is the idea. If you like birds, this is nice. If you like birds. If you're not interested in birds, it will be boring, of course. And it's a walk. So you walk and you look at the same time and the man or the woman will show you different birds, names, colors, where they come, where they stay, and talk a little bit about the birds. Okay? So this is the meaning. Okay, so now let me ask you a few questions about Regent's Park. Okay, so the first question is the theater in Regent's Park open in October? Is it open in October?
No.
Let me show you.
Maybe.
Yes, it is.
What do you think? Is the open air theater open in October or not open?
Yes, it is. Yes.
No.
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 Not open.
June to September.
Yeah.
Yes. So only 3 months, right? In the summer. So this means June, July, August, and September open. But October is after September. So yeah, it's not open in October. All right, so let's take a look at our next question. So the next question, it says, can you, number 6, can you go on a bird walk in the evenings?
No.
What do you think?
No, you can't.
No?
No, you can't.
You can't? Why not?
No, you can't. No.
Because
because the bird is sleepy early, nearly.
That's actually true, yeah, because first of all, the birds go to sleep early
Yes.
and it's dark, right?
yes.
It's hard to see birds at night. There's no point. So and actually the guided bird walks are only in the morning. Can you see them?
Only in the morning, yes. 8:30
Yeah.
to 11:30 a.m.
Yes, exactly. So you have only 3 hours in the morning. If you like birds, you can join the guided bird walks, and you can see some birds if you like, but only in the morning, of course. Okay, question number 7. How long is the Royal London Park ride?
12 mil.
Let's check. How long is it?
I think 12 mil.
12 miles. Do you know how many kilometers 12 miles is? Do you know how many? How many kilometers? I think almost 20, maybe.
20 or 19.
19, 20, something. And is this a long distance or a short distance, this bike ride? What do you think? Is it long or short?
Long.
It's very long, right?
Yes.
And this ride, it's not only Regent Park, but you can go through Regent Park and other royal parks in central London. So I think it's connected, not just one park. And maybe you can go
Yes.
around. What do you think of it? Do you think this is interesting? A 12-mile ride in the center of London. What do you think?
I think it's too tall.
Too long? You think it's too long?
Too long, yes, too long.
I agree. I think it's long, but you don't have to finish all of it, of course. You don't have to do, 12 miles. Maybe you can do 1 mile and that's enough, right? So you can rent a bike, or if you have a bike, you can go around a bit and go home if you're tired. Okay. Now, the next question, it says, what kind of music can you hear in the park?
Jazz and
Right.
rock to classical.
Yeah. So you can, if you like rock, there's rock music, there's jazz music, and there's also classical music. All right, nice. Now, the last question, it says, how many things can you do in each place? How many things? Let's start with Chessington. So how many things can you do in Chessington? What do you think?
We can see
Four things.
Animal.
4 things?
I think 4 things.
What are they?
Listen music, guided bird.
You're talking about Regent's Park now. You're talking about the second place on the media, right?
Yes.
Okay. But okay, Okay, let's start from the second place, okay? So what you can see animals. Did you say animals?
No.
What did you say?
Guided bird.
Guided.
Listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
Theater. Open theater.
Mm-hmm.
Red bike.
Okay, a bike ride. Uh-huh.
Yes. I think for this.
4 things.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Yes.
Okay, but can you visit the zoo in the park or not?
Yes. Yes.
So
Five.
how many?
Five.
5 things.
5 things.
All right. Now, what about Chessington? What are the things you can do in Chessington? How many things?
You can go on rides,
Mm-hmm.
2 kinds of rides,
That's correct.
and
Animal
go
Land.
to the restaurants.
Also restaurant.
Mexican restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and see animals.
And see animals.
Yes,
So how many things?
3.
3 things, right? You can do 3 things.
Yes.
Yeah. So go on a ride, have a snack or eat something at the Mexican restaurant, or see the animals. So 3 things. You can do 3 things. Okay, now which place do you think is more interesting in your opinion? Where would you like to go? Who would like to go to Chessington and who would like to go to Regent's Park?
I like go to Regent's Park.
Okay, all right.
Me too.
Okay, Rana too.
Yes, and me.
Mm-hmm. Sisabi, okay. What about Chessington? Who would like to visit Chessington? Who likes rides?
I like to try both of them.
Both of them?
Yes.
That's good. Okay. Manal, what about you? Manal, you said Regent's Park, yeah. Okay.
I can't go.
You can go to both. Right? Okay.
No. I can't go Chessington or because very dropping and
You mean it's too scary?
Scary for me.
It's too scary. You don't like rides? You don't like this, Manal? You don't enjoy it? This is too scary?
In the Sudan, there is scary games called it the Pride game.
The bride game?
Is the shape is the shape of pride.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it turns your from top to down.
Uh-huh.
Top, yes,
You mean
I
it goes upside down? You mean it goes upside down?
Yes, yes, I am afraid of it.
You're afraid?
الوحيد في السودان ومخيف. Yes.
So you're afraid of it. You're too afraid of it. But maybe this one is not too scary. The one in here in the picture. ممكن يعني مش مخيفة بشكل كبير، ممكن أقل. وممكن حتى الأطفال ينسجموا. What do you think?
For me أنا بخاف شديد من أي حاجة مرتفعات، بخاف منها شديد.
Okay, so this means for you maybe Regent's Park is better, right? Maybe Regent's Park is better. Okay. Ranim, what do you think? Where would you like to go? Would you like to go to Regent's Park or would you like to go to Chessington? Which place do you prefer, Ranim? What do you think? Okay, Ranim's not there. Okay, so let's move to our next part, but I have a quick question. Let's see, Besma, what do you think this word means? What do you think, Besma? Can you guess what this word means?
I don't know.
Mm.
It's related to regency.
Regency, correct. Yes. It's also related to royalty. And the region. You mean, are you talking about region? Do you mean منطقة or regency? Did you say?
Regency.
Yes, it's related to regency. Yes. Actually, we have a similar word. I don't know if you know cards, but do you know the game of cards that we play in Libya? لما نلعب نقولوا حصة في الري اللعبة الكارتا. Do you know it?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
Rai is it means king in Italian. واغلب اللغات اللاتينية ري اللي هي الكينج. فريجنس لها علاقة من نفس الأصل من نفس الكلمة. لها علاقة بالملوكية أو الملك أو الحكم. ملكي. بالضبط. regency حتى هي نفس royalty.
royalty.
Yes. رويال كلها جاي من بعض يعني ريال مثل زي فريق ريال مدريد. ريال هو المدريد الملكي ريال مدريد. So it's all related يعني. فregency ملكي ملوكية. This is the idea. All right, so because these are part of the royal parks of London, so these are old parks, so that's why they're called Regent's Park. Maybe they belong to the king, I don't know the name, but this is the meaning. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of listening. So we're gonna listen to the Stevens family, and we want to put the places they talk about in order, okay? So, and then we want to answer, where do they decide to go? So we have two parts in the question. The first part is we put this list of places in the correct order. So this means they will talk about Chessington, Regent's Park, the station, the beach, and an open air theater. كلهم حيتكلموا عنها. So الخطوة الأولى, let's put the correct order. اللي علينا نرتبهم. After that, we can answer, where do they decide to go? هنجاوبوا على حسب المكان اللي يمشوا له يعني. Okay, so let me take you to the listening and let's find out. 8.8, let's take a look. Okay. No, it's not 5.2. Nope. 6 to 8.8. We need 8.8. Okay. What's this? Do you want 8.8? Ah, this is elementary, not beginner. Okay. So I've got the wrong CD. Okay, let me look for the elementary CD. Okay, 8.8 in the elementary CD. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I'm still looking for the track. Okay, 8.6. Okay. Come on. Okay, at last. So, okay, so we're in the right place. So very quickly, let me repeat the question. So we just want to put them in the correct order that they talk about them, okay? And after that, we want to answer where do they decide to go. So this is the Stevens family. So this means you will hear more than one person talking, of course, okay? So let's start.
Recording 8.8. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to go to the beach.
Oh no, not the beach again. I'd rather go somewhere different.
He's right. We went to the beach last weekend.
Would you like to go to London then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can spend the day at Regent's Park. It's really beautiful in summer and there's lots to do there.
Do you want to do that?
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Sounds boring. I'd rather stay at home.
It isn't boring. You can go on bike rides, go to concerts, and there's a really good open-air theatre there.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Chessington.
Oh, I don't think so. It's a long way.
But my friends went there last week. There are lots of animals and some great rides. It sounds fun.
But you can see animals in Regent's Park. That's where London Zoo is. Look, your mum's right. The park sounds good. Let's go there. You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask Jason?
Fine. Tell him to be at the station tomorrow at 9.
Okay, so let's put the things in order first. So what's the first thing they talked about?
The beach.
The beach.
The beach.
Okay, so they talked about the beach first. After that?
Regent's Park.
Right. And then?
An open theater. Theater.
An open air.
Okay, and after that?
Chessington.
Mm-hmm. And the last thing,
Station.
the
station.
station. Okay, so where did they decide to go?
Regent's Park.
Regent's Park.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember, to be honest. I wasn't
I
paying
think
attention.
They
Chessington.
talk. Their mother wanted to go to Regent's Park.
Okay.
In the beginning or في البداية
In the
they
beginning, yeah.
refused, then they back to the
So they went back to her decision.
her. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I agreed.
Okay. We'll listen again, so don't worry. But before we listen again, Rana, what did you say? What do you think? I think you have a different answer.
Chessington.
They went to Chessington. They didn't go. You think they didn't go?
But I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, so we'll listen again. Don't worry. But before we listen again, I want you to take a look at part B, exercise B here. So we have 5 sentences. I want you to tell me which of these are true and which of them are false. So it says here, the Stevens family went to the beach last weekend. Is this true or is it false? What do you think?
True.
True.
Rana thinks it's true. Do you agree? Do you think it's true? Yeah.
Yes, I think.
Okay, so I think most of you agree it's true. Mrs. Stevens thinks Regent's Park is boring.
False.
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 Yes.
Who thinks it's boring?
Son.
The son?
Her son.
Her son. Okay. Her son wants to go to Chessington.
Yes. True.
Yes, true.
True.
Okay, so you think this is true. His friends went to Chessington 2 weeks ago.
False. 1 week.
Yes.
False.
1 week.
Yes.
Yes.
1 week ago?
Yes.
Yes. 1 week.
Okay. So false, sorry.
False. Yes.
What about number 5? He can bring a friend with him.
True.
It's true.
True.
Yes.
Yes.
True?
True.
All right, now let's check. Let's listen and let's confirm your answers. Let's take a look.
There's lots to do there.
Do you want to?
It was my choice, actually. Monica wanted to go to Bangkok.
Really?
Recording 8.8. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to go to the beach.
Oh no, not the beach again. I'd rather go somewhere different.
He's right. We went to the beach last weekend.
Would you like to go to London then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can spend the day at Regent's Park. It's really beautiful in summer and there's lots to do there.
Do you want to do that?
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Sounds boring. I'd rather stay at home.
It isn't boring. You can go on bike rides, go to concerts, and there's a really good open-air theatre there.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Chessington.
Oh, I don't think so. It's a long way.
But my friends went there last week. There are lots of animals and some great rides. It sounds fun.
But you can see animals in Regent's Park. That's where London Zoo is. Look, your mum's right. The park sounds good. Let's go there. You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask Jason?
Fine. Tell him to be at the station tomorrow at 9.
So where did they go in the end?
Regent's Park.
Yeah, they go to Regent's Park. That's correct. So it means your answer was correct. Okay. Yes.
The son said this sentence. I'd rather stay at home.
I'd rather stay at home. Yeah, I think.
Yes, you told us about this rather.
Yeah, they use it a lot in the UK, actually. The British people like to use it. Americans, they don't use it very much. I think it's one of the old words that the British still use, but Americans don't. And it's like a bit funny sometimes when they use it. I'd rather stay at home. So I think he's trying to be difficult. He's not helping with the discussion because they want to choose between different places to go, and he says I'd rather stay at home. Means I don't like. He's being spoiled. I don't like your decision, so I want to stay at home. So I'd rather. So now we're going to talk a little bit about this I'd. So of course in English, if you say I would, they usually contract it. They usually say I'd. So they use this a lot in English. I'd. You will rarely hear I would. لكن مع بعضها دي ما حتسمعها I'd وفي العادة معها like. تجيب كثرة معها like. I'd like. So you can use it in restaurants. I'd like a cup of coffee. I'd like a sandwich. I'd like orange juice. I'd like 2 coffees. I'd like 3 teas. I'd like. So they use it a lot. It means I want, maybe a little more polite. So now we want to talk a little bit about I'd. And we want to talk a little bit about the schwa sound. Of course, we agreed that there's a bit of a linking sound between the do and the you. So it sounds a bit like ja, what you want, ja, what ja want, to do, tomorrow. Can you see there are lots of schwa sounds. الصوت هذا يتكرر لنا أكثر من مرة. يعني في الحقيقة الأو الطبيعية اللي هي do. What do you want to do tomorrow؟ مش حتسمعها في السياق السريع يعني في نص الجملة. الدو حتصبح ja do you لأن هي مع اليو فتصبح what you want وبعدين التو اللي بيناتهم هي want to do ما عادش حتكون want to do حتسمعها تا. What you want to do tomorrow. What you want to do tomorrow. فهذه يعني مجرد ملاحظات في النطق. وهذا طبعا نطق I'd. أعتقد أنتم ما عندكم فيها مشكلة. I'd like to أتكررت. To go يعني ما يقولوش to go مش حتسمعها to go. لو أنتوا قلتوا to go ما فيش مشكلة يعني ما هوش خطأ شنيع طبعا. طب عادي يعني احنا كمتعلمين او متكلمين بالعربيين فيش معنى نقدر نقوله to. لكن المتكلم في الانجليزي مش حيقولها لك to حيقولها to. where I'd like to go to صوت الشوا حيطلع. ومش حيقول go to the beach حيقول I'd like to go to the beach the beach. طبعا السبب في الصوت هذا لأن كل الكلمات هذه لو تلاحظوها كلهم all the words نحن لكم إشارة نجمة اللي عليهم نجمة كلهم ما فيهمش stress. no stress. do ما فيهاش stress. you ما فيهاش stress. to ما فيهاش stress. والسيلابل الأول هذا اللي هو tomorrow ما فيش stress. tomorrow السيلابل الوسطي هو اللي فيه stress. نفس القصة تكررت. I'd like to no stress go to no stress the no stress بعدين beach فيها stress. لاحظتوا يعني الشواء حتطلعنا في كل الأماكن اللي ما فيهاش stress حيطلع لكم الصوت. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat مجرد البداية فقط، بداية المحادثة، بداية الconversation, and I want you to notice how they say this sentence. كيف الأم، أعتقد الأم هي الأولى اللي سألت السؤال هذا. So I'm just going to repeat it. I want you to listen to how they say this sentence. Let's go back a little bit.
Teacher?
Yes?
What's meaning stress?
Stress.
What's meaning stress?
Okay. Stress في اللغة الإنجليزية عندهم قصة التشديد على المقاطع الصوتية. stress معناها شدة، تشديد. زي في اللغة العربية مثلا كرس حياته، كرس، شد على الراء مثلا. في الإنجليزية نفس القصة، لكن الشدة ما تكونش على الحروف، التشديد يكون على المقطع الصوتي نفسه أو على الكلمات اللي في السطر نفسه. يعني عندنا نوعين من التشديد. في حاجة يقولوا لها sentence stress، تشديد في الجملة، في السنتنس بصفة عامة، sentence stress زي الموضح في المثال هذا. وعندنا اللي هو syllable stress، تشديد في المقاطع الصوتية للكلمة. So لو تلاحظوا الكتاب نفسه مستعملين زي الرموز، زي الدوائر الصغيرة. if you see it, can you see the small circles running؟ تلاحظي أن what عليها دائرة صغيرة، صح لا؟ what، وعندك أيضا want، وكذلك do، tomorrow. يعني هذه الكلمات حتسمعيهم أوضح من باقي الكلمات. يعني في الحقيقة حتسمعوها في السي دي، مش حتسمعوا what do you want to do tomorrow، مش حتسمعوا بالشكل هذا، حيكون مختلف. حتسمعوها في السي دي what do you want to do tomorrow، want to do tomorrow. ففي شوية اختلاف في النطق. الاختلاف هذا ليه أسباب طبعا، واحد من الأسباب اللي هو sentence stress و syllable stress، وخاصة أن تطلع عندك الصوت هذا من الأصوات الشهيرة في اللغة الإنجليزية، يسموها شوا، رمز صوتي هذا اللي زي الإين مقلوبة، هذا رمز صوتي. كل ما تلقوه في الكتابة يعني النطق حيكون ج ت ت د، زي الألف المكسورة كي، أو ما عندناش شبيه لها بالضبط في العربية. فالفكرة أن نبيكم تلاحظوا طريقة نطق الجملة. So I'm going to repeat it in the beginning.
To go to the beach.
Oh no, not the...
Hi Terry, I'm fine. Hi Terry, I'm fine, thanks. It was my choice actually. Monica wanted to go to Bangkok.
Really?
Okay, لاحظوها now.
Recording 8.8. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to go to the beach.
Oh.
Did you see it? So this means if it's not stressed, لو ما فيش عليها التجديد حيختلف طريقة قراءتها. So this is the point. يعني مجرد قاعدة نطقية يعني للتوعية أكثر من أي شيء ثاني، بحيث يعني يساعدكم في الليسننج المواضيع هذه، أن مش ضروري تسمعوا كل الحروف كاملات في نطقهم. This is the English language. Okay, now let me take you to number 5. Okay, so here we have some nice questions. Planning a day out. So these are two different ways. The first group here of questions, these are good to ask people what they want to do. So if you want people to tell you what they want to do, you can ask these questions. But if you want to say what you want to do, we can use these sentences. Okay, so I'm just going to read them for you very quickly. So what do you want to do tomorrow? Where would you like to go? Do you want to go to Regent's Park? So these are all questions to ask people, and you can change it. So you can say, what do you want to do after the lesson? Or where would you like to go on Friday? Do you want to go to the beach? Do you want to visit? Do you want to go to the Green Mountain? Do you want to, I don't know, go to the desert? Anything. So these are good questions to ask people what they want to do. And if you want to say what you want to do, you can use I'd like to go to a cafe. I'd like to go to a restaurant. I want to go to Chessington. I want to go to the zoo. I want to go to the beach. I'd rather stay at home. I'd rather go to the beach. I'd rather have a cup of coffee. I'd rather play video games, and so on. So this is how you can talk about what you want, and this is how you ask about what you what people want to do. All right. So you can see here the tip. Can you see this one? What does the tip say here?
Yes.
Can you see it? So this means would like.
Yes. Would you like is more polite than want.
Yes, would like is more polite than want. So this means the meaning is the same. So if you say I'd like a cup of coffee, it's a bit more polite than I want a cup of coffee. So would like maybe is better. But if you're at home with your family, children, with your friend, you can use want. You don't have to say would like. All right, now there's a rule here. It says complete the rule with I want to do this, or I want to do this more than something else. All right, so here you have two options to answer, to choose from, I mean. The first option, it says here, I want to do this. And the other option, it says, I want to do this more than something else. فطبعا هم يسألوا فينا على معنى I'd rather. What's the meaning of I'd rather? عندنا خيارين. So you can say I'd rather, هل معناها I want to do this? Oh, I want to do this more than something else. What do you think? What does I'd rather mean من السياق اللي سمعناه خاصة لما الولد.
I want to do this more than something else.
بالضبط. Yes. يعني في العربية كيف حتكون I'd rather لو نترجمها كيف معناها يعني؟
أفضل.
Yes.
بدل أو
أفضل البدل بالضبط الاثنين مع بعض. لأن أفضل لوحدها في الإنجليزية I prefer. عندهم ممكن هم نوعين من أفضل بالإنجليزية. I prefer coffee. لو مثلا شخص يسألك do you want or would you like tea or coffee? You can say I prefer coffee. It means you like tea too. ما في عندكش مشكلة مع التي لكن you prefer coffee. مثال الأفضلية للكوفي. But I'd rather عادة بدل أو على حساب الشيء الثاني. So if you say I'd rather have a cup of coffee, it means بدل الخيار الثاني اللي هو قهوة مثلا. So rather it means I want this more than something else. يعني الإجابة الثانية هي الصحيحة. All right, now let's complete the rules. So let me show you the options خيارات اللي عندنا. So you can use would rather.
معناها زي خيارات صغاري لما يقولوا كنا بنديروا دورة في السيارة نقعمزوا في الحوش أحسن.
أيوة هذه تقدر تستعملها I'd rather. هذا اللي دار الولد بالضبط هو أصلا. لما مالي اقترحوا مكان ما عجباش قال لما نقعد في الحوش خلي. So this is هذه طبعا من الردود المشهورة عند الأطفال I'd rather. فما يعني يستعمل فيها الأطفال بشكل كبير I'd rather. نوع من
وليس من ضمن الخيارات المتاحة هي
عادة. أيوة مش
يستخدمها الشخص يقول هو الرأي اللي عنده يعني بدل من المقترحات اللي أمامه.
correct. نوع من التمرد على القرارات الثانية. نقعد في العش خير. So it's a bit like this. Yeah, that's correct. It means the person doesn't like both options. The boy didn't like going to the beach and he didn't like Regent's Park. قال لهم الحوش خير نقعد في الحوش خير. I'd rather stay at home. All right, and the last part here, we have three options and would rather, or would like, or want. Okay, so I want you to use these three options to complete the gaps. Let's start with the first rule. So it says after something, we use infinitive. So after what do we use infinitive?
Rather, would rather.
Okay, I would rather.
Would rather.
Let's check the table. خلينا نشوفه. Is that correct?
Yes.
I think it's correct. I'd rather stay. I'd rather go. I'd rather have. Right? So this is correct. Yeah. So we use would rather. And this means we use would like and want. After them, we use infinitive plus two, right? So you have to use two. Want to go, would like to go, want to stay, would like to stay. So you have to use want and would like. So if you use want or would like, لازم تتبعهم infinitive plus two, infinitive plus two. طبعا الأسئلة هذه تعتبر أسئلة عامة مش مربوطة بالدرس اليوم، يعني planning a day out. هذا تقدر تسألها في أي وقت من الأوقات، يعني أغلبها أسئلة عامة. What do you want to do after class? What do you want to do later? What do you want to do? What do you want to do if you meet your friend مثلا ما عندكمش ما تديروا أو ما قررتوش؟ You can ask your friend, what do you want to do? فاش خاطرك. Where do you want to go? Where would you like to go? Where do you want to go مثلا. All of these are general questions you can use. ممكن الوحيدة الحاجة جديدة في القائمة هنا اللي هي I'd rather. الباقي كلها أعتقد تعرفوه مش جديد. لكن I'd rather اللي هي أفضل شيء هذا بدل الأشياء الثانية. وأحيانا الشيء اللي يفضله الشخص مش موجود في الخيارات أصلا. I'd rather. So this is the idea. So,
Teacher?
yes.
See.
رنين. ما سمعتش سؤالك يا رنين. Okay. All right, so let's check our next question. بعدين رنين كان قدرتي تسأليني أسأليني نرجع. Okay, let's take a look at number 6. So, okay, تمام. So we have listening. خلينا نديروا listening. Let's put the answers back again so we can hear them and we can practice. هذا فيش داعي لي. All right, so we just want to listen and practice, okay? Would you like to go to the beach? تمام. Sorry. So number 6 مش ماليش علاقة ب number 5. حيعطونا جمل تانية. So we want to listen and practice. Copy the stress and intonation. Okay. So let's do this. So I want you to listen and repeat. So let's listen and repeat together. Let's do that.
No, not the beach again. I'd rather go somewhere different.
He's right. We went to the beach last weekend.
Would you like to go to London then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can spend...
Okay, so after this is done, هذا حيمشي وحيجي التراك اللي محتاجينه هذا number 6.
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Sounds boring. I'd rather stay at home.
It isn't boring. You can go on bike rides, go to concerts, and there's a really good open-air theatre there.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Chessington.
Oh, I don't think so. It's a long way.
But my friends went there last week. There are lots of animals and some great rides. It sounds fun.
But you can see animals in Regent's Park. That's where London Zoo is. Look, your mum's right. The park sounds good. Let's go there. You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask Jason?
Fine. Tell him to be at the station tomorrow at 9.
أوكي. بخصوص الموضوع الأخير، الاختلاف بين would rather بين الاثنين التانيين. when you use would rather هنستعمل اللي هو الانفينيتيف، الفاعل المصدري. we use it على طول. so I'd rather stay, I'd rather play, I'd rather eat, I'd rather go, I'd rather أي فعل. okay in the infinitive. but لو استعملت would like أو حنستعمله to. ضروري من استعمال to قبلها. I'd like to go, I'd like to stay, I'd like to visit my grandma, I'd like to travel next year, I'd like to anything. The same thing with I want.
To go to the
Yeah, I want to go to the beach, I want to go to a cafe, I want to meet my friends, I want to buy a car, I want to play video games. فالاختلاف الوحيد من ناحية الجرامر، من ناحية ترتيب الكلمات، اللي هي قصة ال to أو عدم وجود ال to. هي هذه الاختلاف الوحيد بيناتهم. أيضا اللي هو part B كان التركيز على المعنى أكثر. so in part B I'd rather عادة اللي هو أفضل شيء بدل شيء ثاني. I want to do this more than something else. وفي العادة ال rather يعني الشخص اللي يستعمل rather معناها رافض الخيارات الثانية. هي دي قصة rather. زي ما سمعنا في الريكوردينج طريقة كيف استعملها ال son. In the beginning he said I'd rather do something different. And then he said I'd rather stay at home. So this is the idea. Is it clear, Rani? You get the idea?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. All right, now let's do number 6. So I want you just to listen and repeat, okay? So we want to listen and practice. So let's do this. Let's listen and practice.
Recording 8.9.
Would you like to go to the beach?
Hmm?
Would you like to go to the beach?
Okay.
Would you like to go to the beach?
Would you like to go to the beach?
Would you like to go to the beach?
All right.
Would you like to go to the beach?
Okay. I think I lost the recording.
Face of the film, Mike went to talk to the ox. Where do you want to go, Monica? There's lots to do there. Expensive.
Phuket's probably
8 points.
Interesting.
it's more crowded.
Sorry, I lost the track.
Phuket's probably
Hi, Terry. It
go
was
to the beach. There's lots to do there.
Where would you like to go?
Okay.
You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask?
I'd rather stay at home.
I'd rather stay at home.
Okay.
I'd rather stay at home.
I'd rather stay at home.
I'd rather stay at home.
Okay.
I would rather stay at home.
Okay. Rana, is it I'd rather or I would rather?
I would rather.
It's actually I'd rather. Without the w sound. Because here there's a difference.
I'd rather.
Yes. If it's written لو هي مكتوبة كاملة إذا زي ما قلتها صح. لكن لو أعطيك الاختصار نطق في اختلاف النطق. The first one I would rather, I would rather. لكن الثانية I'd rather. I'd مش هتسمعي صوت الو. There's no w sound. I'd rather. Okay, now let's check the next one.
Do you want to go to the theatre?
Okay,
Do
media.
you want to go to the theater?
Good. Media.
Do you want to go to the theater?
Good.
Do you want to go to the theater?
Do you want to go to the theater?
Good.
I'd rather go to the cinema.
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 I'd rather to go to the cinema.
Is it I'd rather to go to the cinema or I'd rather go to the cinema?
I'd rather go to the cinema.
That's right. That's correct.
What do you want to do tomorrow?
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 Correct.
I'd like to go to London.
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 Okay.
I'd like to go to London.
Where would you like to go?
Where would you like to go?
Would you like to go?
Okay. Again, Manal.
Would you like to go?
في نسيتي كلمة في الأول.
Would you like?
هو للعلم would you like.
ما سمعت بس ما سمعتها.
Okay. هو لو would you like to go تعتبر مش خطأ نحويا. Would you like to go. بس طبعا would you like to go يعتبر yes no question. هل تود مشي يعني؟ لكن اللي موجودة
ديك do you like.
كانت فيها إضافة where.
وين.
Can you say it, Manan?
Where would you like to go? Yes.
Good.
Where would you like to go?
Correct.
Where would you like to go?
Where would you like to go?
Good. Okay, let's see the next one.
I want to go to the park.
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 Good.
Recording 8.1.
All right, so that was the last one. All right, very nice. So so here, let's move on to number 7. So number 7, it says, work in pairs, take turns. Would you like to get Okay. Okay, so this means we need to do it in pairs, like a conversation. So, for example, who would like to ask these questions? Who would like to try this? Okay, let's choose Manal and Basma. Okay. So the idea is, of course, here you're trying to agree on a plan for Friday. Okay. So on the left side, these are the suggestions. So if you want to ask about them, you can say, would you like to go to the cinema? You can say, do you want to go to the cinema? زي بعض. يعني عندكم الحرية بين would you like to وتختاروا أو do you want to هو نفس الشيء. Okay? And in the answer بسمة لو متفقة لو موافقاتك حتقول لك yes, that's a good idea. مثلا زي رقم 2 و 3. Yes, that's a good idea. It means she agrees. But if she doesn't agree, she can say, I'd rather watch a video. I'd rather go out. I'd rather وهكذا. يعني حتعطيك اقتراح مختلف. Okay? And بس ما you don't يعني مش ضروري تتقيدي بالإجابات اللي عندك. لو عندك إجابات تانية أو ردود تانية أو أماكن تانية of course you can change. It's up to you. Okay? أيضا بالنسبة لك منال يعني لو تحبي تتبعي نفس الإرشادات اللي عندك تمام that's good that's okay بس لو تحبي تغيري أنت الأماكن مثلا بدل سينما تغيري بارك بدل walk go for a swim بدل go to a club go to a cafe يعني عندك الحرية في التغيير عندكم الحرية في تغيير الأماكن okay so Manal you can start
okay Basma, would you like to go to the theater?
Yes, that's a good idea.
What would you like to go for to park? مش for to park.
I'd rather go shopping.
Okay. Would you like to go to the club?
I'd rather stay at home.
Okay. Would you like to cook?
Yeah, you can say would you like to cook ماشي الحال
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yes. Would you like play football?
I'd rather play tennis.
Okay. Would you like to go out for a meal?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
That's nice. That's a good example. All right, let's see someone else. Okay. Okay, so Sabila and Rana. So one of you can ask these questions and another one can answer. وأيضا نفس الشيء مش ضروري تتقيدوا بالترتيب أو بالأماكن. يعني عندكم مطلق الحرية تغيروا سواء النشاطات الأماكن عندكم الحاجة الوحيدة ممكن تتقيدوا بها أن مثلا go for a walk بدل go for a walk عندكم أشياء محدودة بس تبي تبدلوها مثلا go for a swim يمشي الحال وإلا نضطر نغير الفور نهائيا مثلا go shopping زي المثال اللي استعملته بس ما أو go swimming go skiing يمشي الحال watch TV watch a movie play نفس الشيء sports go out for a meal go out for a coffee go out for I think that's okay all right so you can start Rana and Sabina
أنا نسأل ولا
على راحتكم. whatever you want.
أوكي أنا بسأل.
Mhm.
Do you want to go to the cinema?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay. Will you go out for a meal?
Would you like to go out?
Okay. Would you like to go out for a meal? Yeah.
وشن
Yes,
بعد
that's
sorry رنا شنو اللي بعد like?
Too. Yeah.
Can you repeat it,
Would
please?
you like? Would you like to go out for a meal?
yes, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Okay. Would you like to go for a walk?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay. Do you want to watch TV?
I would rather go out.
Okay. Would you like to go to a club?
I would rather go swimming.
Okay. One last question. So Zabir, you can ask her one last question.
من نفس المربع هذا.
بتقدر تحطي أي نشاطات ثانية لو عندك.
Okay. Do you want to play tennis?
To play tennis.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That's nice. Okay, very good. So this is the idea. If you want to ask your friends, you can use would you like to, or do you want to, and then ask him or ask her about anything. If you like the suggestion, you can say, yes, that's a good idea. Yes, okay. Yes, that's a good idea. If you don't like the suggestion, أفضل تعطوا بديل. I'd rather وأعطوا بديلكم. I'd rather stay at home. I'd rather go to a cafe. I'd rather watch a movie, and so on. All right, nice. Now let's take a look at number 8. So it says here, choose Regent's Park. Read the last place. Okay, so this is also very nice. So we want to do it in the same way. Let's do it in pairs. Maybe we can change the pairs. So so here I'd like Basma and Rana. You can do this together, and let me show you what you need to do. So we have to choose one of two places, okay? So maybe Regent's Park, or maybe Chessington, all right? So this means Basma and Rana, of course, first of all, you have to agree. Where do you want to go? So you can start with a question. So let me just put it. So you can say number 1. So you can agree which place. Where shall we go? You can say let's go. طبعا لو مثلا الاقتراح اللي فرضا اني اسال مثلا رنا سالت فرضا where shall we go؟ بس ما ردت let's go to Chessington. بعدين رنا عندها الاوبشن ان لو متفقه تقول لك yes that's a good idea, that's okay. But if she doesn't like the idea, she can say I'd rather go to Regent's Park. هتعطي البديل. for example. Then you can agree when to go. So you can ask a question, when shall we go? Or what time shall we meet? مثلا. You can ask about how can we get there? How can we get there? We can get there by bus, we can get there by car. لو عندكم مكان حتلاقوا فيه قبل ما تمشوا, where shall we meet? And then you can talk about what can we do there. الأشياء اللي حتتكلموا عليها في المكان. على حسب طبعا الخيارات اللي عندكم في Regent's Park, the things you can do in Regent's Park. وأيضا عندكم الخيارات الأشياء اللي تقدروا تديروها in Chessington. Okay, do you get the idea? So here you just want to plan the day out. هي دي فكرة exercise. So you want to plan the day out. All right. So, okay, Besma, you can ask Rana and see if she agrees with you and agrees with your suggestion.
Okay. Rana, where shall we go tomorrow?
To Chinston.
Okay, you can say, let's go to.
Okay, let's go to Chinston.
Chessington.
Isn't it boring?
Chessington.
Isn't it boring?
What do you think, Rana?
سمعتهاش.
Can you say it again?
Isn't it boring? Isn't it boring?
What do you think?
Is it amazing? Is it exciting?
Yes.
Okay. When shall we get there?
ما فهمتش السؤال.
Okay.
When shall we get there? When?
When?
What time?
What does it mean when we say when shall we get there, or what time shall we get there? What do you think, Rana? قصد منها هذه shall. When shall we get there, or when shall we go there? ممكن go أحسن بس صح؟ لأن ما زال ما وصلتوش انتوا. كيف بتبدأ الرحلة؟ What do you think?
Go?
Yes.
When shall we go there?
What do you think the meaning is, Rana? معناها هذه when shall we go there?
كان اللي تلاقوا فيه الوقت.
الوقت اللي حتمشوا فيه. بالضبط. قصة shall زي الويل. يستعمل فيها زي الويل، يعني نوعا ما للخطط، يعني انك تخططي بها او تقترحي بها. كويسة للاقتراحات. When shall we go there? It means انت يعني هي تسأل فيك تبي تاخذ رايك. اما احسن وقت نمشوا فيه، يعني زي ما نقول ننطلقوا فيه، هي هذه الفكرة يعني. انت اعطاها مثلا وقت تحسيه كويس.
In the morning.
Okay, can you be more specific? Can you say when in the morning? When in the morning do you think is a good time? 11 o'clock or maybe 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes, that's nice. How can we get there? By your car?
What do you think, Rana?
ما سمعتش السؤال.
Okay, can you repeat it, please, Basma?
How can we get there? Yes. How can we get there? Can we use your car?
Okay.
Okay, so you can say we can go by car, or you can say مثلا Rana, we can use my car.
We can. Okay. We can use my car.
Yes, that's a good idea. Where shall we meet? At your home? Can I say this, Doctor?
You can. That's actually correct.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Okay. Or maybe you come to my home.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. What can we do there?
So now you talk about the place, the activities in انتوا اتفقتوا على
Go
Chessington صح
to
ولا؟
animal. Yes.
Yes.
Go to Animal Land or the Mexican restaurant.
So we can see the
Yes,
animals.
that's right. That's nice.
If you want, Basma, you can ask her about the rides.
About
the rides in Chessington, if she's interested.
Yes. Do you interested in okay? Do you interested in rides? Vampire rides?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you can say here, Basma, you can say would you like to go on a ride, or do you want to go on a ride, or are you interested? حتى الآي بشي حالها. You can say, are you interested?
Are you interested?
Yes. Are you interested
in
the rides? Are you interested in the rides? Means, do you like rides? Do you like rides?
Do you like rides? Yes.
Do you like rides?
Yes.
Yes. Do you like Mexican food?
Yes, I like.
So you can say yes, yes, I do.
We can.
Yes,
we
I
can
do.
have. Yes, we can have dinner, lunch there.
Okay.
So you can say that's a good idea. If you like the suggestion right now, you can say that's a good idea.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So here, let's write some.
How we use? How can
you can say
اتفقنا.
Okay. That's a deal. Let me.
Okay, let's do it.
You can say let's do it, or you can say
let's do it.
Sometimes they say okay, deal. معناته يقولوا خلاص
نلتقي.
See you tomorrow. تقدر see you tomorrow if you want, or okay, deal. اتفقنا. Okay, deal. Sounds like
okay.
Deal.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Okay. Deal.
Yes.
All right. Now let me just show you some of the questions. بعض الأسئلة اللي استعملناها. يعني لكل وضع عندنا مجموعة أسئلة نقدر نستعملها طبعا بحكم أن هذا يعتبر درس محددا فنقدر نقول يعني نوعا ما مفتوحة الخيارات في الأسئلة، لكن هذا ممكن أسئلة استرشادية يعني تساعد شوية. Okay, so let's write. So for number 1 كاتبينها لكم where shall we go موجودة. In number 2 you can say when shall we meet or when shall we go. هذا رقم 2. So you can say when shall we go, or you can say what time shall we go. نفس الشيء. So you can say what time shall we go. يمشي حالهم الاثنين. For number 3 you can say how can we get there. How shall we get there. يمشي حالها حتى how shall we get there يمشي الحال. تقولي by car, we can use my car, by bus, by train, أي وسيلة مواصلات. You can say where shall we meet. أو تقدر تستعمل اللي هما yes no questions. You can say shall we مثلا shall we meet at my home or at your home. Shall we meet at home? Shall we meet at home? Shall we meet at my place? Must be my place. Shall we meet at my house? يعني العادة لو بنستعملوه كaddress ممكن house أفضل. Shall we meet at my house? Shall we meet at your house? Would you like to meet? You like to meet at the station? At the station. كلها خيارات يعني نمشي حالها. And the last things, what would you like to do بالنسبة لرقم 5. What would you like to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Okay. So let's have the last example, Manal and Sensibil. So let's start. So first of all, you have to agree about the place. So Manal, you can ask the questions and then Sensibil will answer.
Okay. Sensibil.
Yeah.
When shall we go?
When or where?
Where shall we go?
Where?
ما نبغى تتفقوا قبل.
I'd like go to the park.
I'd like to go to مثلا Regent's Park. صح؟
Yes.
Yes, good idea. Okay. When shall we go?
In evening.
In the evening.
In the evening at 5 o'clock.
It's a late time.
It's too late.
Oh.
It is.
Okay, in the morning.
مثلا سوري المقاطعة. مثلا في المثال هذا منال تقدر تجاوبي هي قلت لك in the evening. أنت تقدري باستعمال I'd rather مثلا تقدري تعبري لها أن في الصباح أحسن. I'd rather go in the morning. كيف تقدر تقولي؟
كنت أقدر أقولها بس كنت أقدر أقول كده
تمام. ومثلا أنت بعد ما تذكرها I'd rather go in the morning مثلا تبي بإمكانها تقول Yes, that's a good idea. يعني ممكن تلاحظ إنه ممكن في الصبح أحسن من العشية maybe.
Okay, I'd rather go in the morning.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Okay. When shall we go there?
لا هذا جوابنا سألتي. اتفقتوا إنه in the morning.
Yeah.
لا قلت لي how
ساعة يعني.
how. So سؤال how.
How? سمعت وين.
How can we get there?
كيف حتكون الإجابة؟
السؤال. ألو. ممكن تعودي، ما سمعتش قصة النت عندي.
How can we get there? We can go to the park by car.
مثلا.
Yes. By your car.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Where shall we meet?
Meet in the cafe.
I think in the station, maybe a good idea in the station.
You could say I'd rather meet at the station. What do you think, Sabi? She said, I'd rather meet at the station. What do you think, Sabi? أعتقد المفروض توافقها، خاصة إن في سيارتها، صح؟
بكافي خدمة على حسابك.
سبين معنا؟
ما سمعتش، النت ضعيفة. إيه النت يقطع عندي، ما سمعت.
Okay, so هي اقترحت، أنت قلتي لها let's meet at the cafe. فهي قلت لك I'd rather meet at the station.
Okay. كيف نقولها؟
أنت تبي تردي عليها، هي قلت لك ماذا بيا في المحطة أفضل يعني بدل المقهى.
Okay, that is good idea.
Okay. What would you like to do?
في الحديقة نفسها.
In the park.
What would you like to do in the park? said Sabi. الأماكن أو النشاطات نفسها في الحديقة. باين بطل. Can you hear us, Sabi? Okay.
I'm sorry. ما النت عندي ضعيف هلبة اليوم.
Okay. So what would you like to do in the park?
Just say I don't know.
We can see a lot of animals. We can see walk on the lake.
Yeah, that's good.
And enjoy the view of the waterfall.
And
waterfall.
Is there a waterfall in the park?
Yes, موجودة في اسمها شنو هي؟ جيسن بارك دي.
in Regent Park do we Chessington في Chessington موجود ممكن في waterfall.
أنا شفتها أنا.
اوكي.
أي شفتها فيها.
نايس. اللي هو شلال مية صح؟ waterfall سلسبيل.
I think.
Okay, so this is just an example of how you can plan a day out. يعني لو بنختصروا الexercise بعض الأسئلة اللي هي عادة استعمال الشام يعتبر مفيد جدا في الاقتراحات. When shall we go? Where shall we meet? What shall we do? يعني يستعمل فيها بكثرة خاصة في British English. في بريطانيا مستعملة بكثرة. لو ما يعني لو نسيتوا كلمة shall تقدر تستعمل what do you want? When do you want to go? When or for example where do you want to meet? What do you want to do? يعني حتى ال want وال do مع بعضكم تغنيكم عن استعمال الشال. بس يعني أعطيت أحد الخيارات. If you like the idea لو متفقين مع اقتراح صديقكم أو زميلكم فتقدروا تجاوبوا yes that's a good idea. Yes okay no problem. هذا كلها اتفاق مع الاقتراح. لو ما مش عاجبكم الاقتراح you can say I'd rather وأعطوا بديل. I'd rather شيء ثاني يعني. Okay, so that's all for today. Tomorrow, sorry, not tomorrow. In our next lesson, we will talk about weddings a little bit. There's some reading also. We will read some emails, some verb collocations, and we can do the review of Unit 8. Okay, so this is in our next lesson. Thank you for your time. Have a good weekend and see you on Saturday. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
مع السلامة. سلام.